A human being simply cannot find the entrance to Heartland. The question of its location has no meaning to him. A vampire enters Heartland by jumping into the abyss. During the fall, he transforms into a giant bat-like creature. This is what is referred to as an ancient body, which according to our mythology hosted the magical worm for the hundreds of millions of years before the advent of the humankind. On entering Heartland, we turn human once again. Black noise is the informational environment that surrounds every modern individual. Flows of information that wash over the human mind contain an unpredictable combination of multiple, carefully calculated deception patterns. As it was once eloquently put, black noise is the white noise with all its components paid for. Black curtain is an aspect of the black noise, the information technology that allows vampires to keep their world hidden from humans. This technology relies on concealing the elements of everyday dealings of vampires behind disguised meanings. Empty simulacra that create carnivalesque replicas of the vampire world. Some of the material aspects of our culture, such as the cave of the great bat, ancient body and others, can't be hidden by the cultural manipulations alone. Our disguise has another form that can be much harder to explain. It's called covering perception. The underlying principle is that vampire reality doesn't register in the human mind, much like a blind spot, an empty space in the very center of the field of vision, where the light from the outside projects directly onto the optic nerve. All the forbidden elements of reality simply get erased from what people can see. It is as if these elements get covered by a patch that repeats the adjacent permitted patterns. A vampire can extract a tiny droplet of blood from under the skin of the living beings to gain access to the inner world. It occurs imperceptibly and almost reflectively whenever we are near someone of interest to us. It's one of our superhuman powers. In a way, it resembles a remote mosquito bite. We only need a small amount of the DNA. Fangs of a vampire are like antennae of the magical worm. The worm transmits a psychic command through them that no living organism can resist. This command has a name, Call of the Great Bat. As a result of the call, a minute quantity of blood acquires some form of free will. The drop becomes animated against all logic and pushes itself through the skin, pushes itself away from the human host and hovers in mid-air, where the vampire then catches it in his mouth.